Eastern Seaboard in 7, 6. What is that?
That's the if you can have Patrick, I can have my Cowboys icon.
Well, I'm okay. I'll just go back to what I'm saying. You can enjoy that for these first 9 weeks. I mean, that's usually how it goes, isn't it? You guys usually, the season's good to
If
go for
that's
about
what you
9.
want to believe.
They did look good the other day.
They did.
They did look good. And Dak. Do you see what kind of money he's making?
No, it's more than I'll ever
Did you
make.
not see
So.
his 4-year? I'm sorry. Yeah, 4-year, 240.
Oh, did they finally renew his contract?
It's $60 million, whatever. $60 million a year.
Mm,
$60 million a year. This guy behind me is like the 9th highest paid
I feel
quarterback in
like
the
maybe
NFL.
nobody was on when had my screen.
Let me see. How do we get rid of that camera?
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Hey, we've got a big day coming. Good morning, Phoebe. Good morning,
Huge day.
Isaiah.
Humongous
Isaiah,
day.
I get to start my day with you and end my day with you. I'm excited for that.
Do what?
Lisa Mathis is watching.
Is she already watched it in?
She's already watching in.
Her
She's
family can be all over the place here.
They are. We're going to get them all on this screen.
So we got to make sure we pay attention to radio too.
Oh yeah, radio. That's what we're
that other,
do.
the thing that's the mainstay. Good morning, everybody. Good to see a bunch of watchers in.
Good morning, Jackie, and Robin's with us.
Jackie, see right there. There's the golden child.
Jackie's too busy for football this year.
No, you definitely don't know Jackie.
I think she's about got that house wrapped up. Good morning, Dan. So good to have you with us.
Good to see you, Dan.
We got a big day. We got a big weekend ahead of us. A busy weekend.
Starts with a busy night tonight.
Yeah.
We're out all day tomorrow. Tomorrow's also my oldest son's birthday. Will he really be
35?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking to some friends Wednesday. I was telling him my daughter was 32. I said, which is ridiculous because I'm still 32. I can't have a 32-year-old daughter.
Well, you know what? When you have a 35-year-old son, it means you're married to an old lady.
Oh, stop. I mean, she's married to an old man. Wow. Good Sarah and Kathy and Paula. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, all.
Does everybody have your coffee? I'm still in cold coffee mode.
Has everybody got your fingers crossed, your rabbit's foot, what are the other superstitious things we do?
Oh, yeah. It's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th and all the things that come along with, which is, to me, a Friday.
Yeah, college. Jackie, which do you like better, college football or NFL? She's in town for Rolla.
Right here.
Right
there. That's the answer. Jackie is the one that put him in here.
I know.
Yeah.
She's also the one that gave me my nice Dallas Cowboys blanket to cuddle up with.
Which was very nice.
You have a special good morning on our Facebook this morning.
I got to make sure my hair's right. Debbie's in the house here.
Yeah. Just say good morning, old man. NFL's fun, but college football, Missouri State plays tonight. Usually their home games are afternoon games, but they're doing an evening game.
Right.
Rolla's at home tonight. SBU's at home this weekend. I want to get down. You're going to think I'm sacrilegious for saying this. I want to get down to Arkansas for a Razorback game.
Why wouldn't you?
I've never gone to one.
No, that's a big game.
And I've always heard it's such a fun environment. I've never been to a Mizzou game either. Maybe I should go to a Mizzou game first.
Well, they're highly ranked in the preseason for the this upcoming year. So there's Greg Sullivan, who's weathered the storm. He made it through Francine. Never lost power.
He never lost power. That's awesome, Greg. God is good.
We've got a bunch of people popping into the room. And very soon we're going to have this screen full. We're going to do something this morning we have never done. And we've done that a few times this year already with Cecil and all of that.
Kudos to you.
What's that?
You just handle these new challenges splendidly. There's a lot to do. I mean, Monday when we had Kenny Evans in the studio, Russ and Nancy had Kenny Evans in. They learned that what Dave does on Friday mornings is no simple task.
It's not as hard as I make it look.
No, Russ needed your help, so it was good to have you in here.
Mike is asking when the fundraiser or the fall fundraiser starts. Mike, thank you for asking that. Here in just a couple of weeks, we'll be talking about it. The actual dates for those that actually are praying about and wanting to be ready to help. The actual dates of on live Share-a-thon is October 22nd through the 25th. But we'll be kind of sowing that seed and talking about it leading up to for here in just a couple weeks.
Wow.
Yep, that's a big deal for us. Thank you, Mike, for thinking to ask that. That's very, very nice. We're getting to the I got it, Manuel. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. Dolores is saying no need to go to Baton Rouge to see an LSU home game. Go Tigers. That's fun. That's fun. She's speaking. She's speaking.
I know. Speaking of foreign language.
No, Greg's language right there. That is Chris Blue, brand new music on KWFC. Well, it's a remake of a great classic in gospel music, but Chris is brand new with I Can't Even Walk While You're Holding or Without You Holding My Hand. That changes the whole meaning of that song with just one little word there. Good stuff from Chris. That was, by the way, instigated by somebody who cared to come up and say, hey, you got to look into this guy. And so the first time that happened, I said, well, I'd never heard of him. And then the second time somebody comes up to me and says, hey, have you ever thought about playing? You just never know what a word fitly spoken, what it might do to the playlist of your favorite radio station. Got a lot of folks that already locked in with us on our Friday Live. If you'd like to join us, most of the fun and the shenanigans happen off the microphone here as we're listening on the broadcast. You want to join us both on Facebook and YouTube. We got most people, I think, still do the Facebook because they're used to that. But if you want to go check out the KWFC YouTube channel, you'll see Paula and I live. And pretty soon you'll see the beautiful face of Bobby Joe. And then the other two guys.
Yeah, those other two guys.
The Mark Mathis family. They're going to be joining us live here just a little bit on our Friday Live experience. We're just wishing you a very, very happy. Can you have a happy Friday the 13th?
You can. Yeah, you can.
We have determined we're going to do so. Here is Sunday Drive, Grace and Goodness on the Sound of Home. And
a couple of questions that we should have talked about before we went on. Excuse us, everyone. Do you have the Anthem Edition song that Mark wrote?
I do.
Into play.
We can bring that up there.
And then the one of Mark's songs. We didn't talk about what to put into play while we have them with us.
We can do upright piano, or we can do the turn, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna, we just didn't talk about that. I'm like, oh, we need to play.
You got to cover the camera so we can talk about it.
Everybody, don't listen. We have to have production meetings during the middle. Yeah, Mike, the 88.3 fundraiser is the week after ours. Yep. So we talked about doing them both at the same time.
And we're still in that discussion.
That would be,
it will be one very, very heavy week, but for all the processes we do, since we're two sister stations in the same market, it does herk up our promotional calendar quite a bit to have two separate ones.
Yeah.
But the idea of doing two together it's not just, let's just do it. It's just a lot of flying parts. So yeah, we still have them separate weeks and one right after the other. Thank you for asking, Mike. Greg, that is just like 6 weeks away. Is it even that far?
I have learned over the past month of craziness that I cannot live your calendar life.
Why is that?
It's too much, Dave.
It has become. There's no question about that.
I'm just like, whew.
I mean, and that trip right there to Louisiana is right in front of Share-a-thon. So there's some things there.
I did the flight or fight mode this weekend. I decided I'm too old to fight. So I've canceled a lot off my calendar.
You're kind of resetting, aren't you?
I am.
Going through the big reset.
Good morning. Yes, I'm excited to see you tomorrow too. It'll be a fun day.
Paula is speaking at an event tomorrow. Why don't you tell people where they can find you?
I'm going to be speaking at Harold Baptist Church in Walnut Grove tomorrow with some sweet ladies. I'm excited. I'm bringing my mama, Sharon. Mom wants to come with me. So
that is going to be fun.
I usually drag my daughter everywhere I go. I call her my emotional support person. And she lives in Arkansas now, so she didn't want to drive up and go with me.
I am hoping somebody will record this.
No.
So that I can have it for replay.
Let's not. You have enough recordings of me.
I think we need it. I think we need it. That's what I'm saying. We already got a vote in the House for the turn for when the Mathis family joins us, which will be any minute now. We should be expecting
any minute.
Just cascading into the picture here in just a few minutes. You see anybody? I see Mark.
I see Mark.
Mark is ready to go. I think. Hey, Mark, can you hear us already? I got him. I haven't brought him into the room yet, so I can't hear him
We
just yet.
can't
We'll
hear
see.
you just as long as you can hear us. We'll
But yeah,
get you
just
on
want to make
just a
sure.
second.
So give thumbs up,
We're
thumbs
waiting
up.
for those other two slackers.
As soon as we can bring him on. There's nothing in the losses we couldn't bring him on.
That's true.
But
Hey, you know what, Dave? You're the boss. You can do whatever you want.
can we do it? Shall we go ahead and do it? Because we don't know. I mean, Caleb's situation, he's kind of flying a little bit. He's the wild card in this, isn't it? Bobby Joe is just a matter of it's just a matter of her getting her face made up and all that, right?
I'm in.
Hey, Mark, good morning, buddy.
Mark.
How are you?
Guys. I just talked to Bobby and Caleb. They should be here anytime.
Yeah, that's what you hear, but then what actually happens? There's that thing. Mark, good to see you, bud. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to see you guys.
Got a big night ahead of you, don't you? You've been aiming at this for a while, and finally it's here.
We are so excited about tonight and looking forward to just a great night of gospel music and looking forward to seeing you there.
I am looking forward to being part of it too, buddy. Come back home to the Crossway Baptist Church. That's going to be a fun night. And you got your friends, New Horizons, going to be in the house. This should be a rocking time.
I think we're going to have we've got some great groups coming and great friends. And so it's going to be an awesome night.
So it's been good to be the Mark Mathis family. You guys have been pretty active. You've got you have had some new songs released to Southern Gospel Radio, but you guys just got done singing down at Silver Dollar City here a week before last. How did that go?
Oh, we had a great time. We were in Red Gold this year.
Yeah.
And had great crowds and just great services. And all those people down at Silver Dollar City, they're the best. I mean, they know how to put on a gospel music event.
Was that your first time at Red Gold, or had you been in there before?
We were there about 3 or 4 years ago. We did the Sunday church in the Red Gold, and then we just stayed there for a couple more concerts.
Okay, so I thought that you guys had been in there before. I just couldn't remember. It was something in the back of my mind, and I got to bump into you. I didn't get to be down there the day you guys were singing at Red Gold, but I got to see you just by chance walking through the park one day.
Didn't recognize you.
You didn't?
You're skinny.
Well, that is something I wish I could take full blame, for like a real good healthy regimen, but no, I have a little bit. But it was really good to see you and the family just out there doing the park and then singing. And you and I, we've had chances to sing down there together a little bit.
We did. I think I have a picture of us then there at I forgot what area we were at, but
we were down at the dock side.
Yeah,
where they got the barbecue house now. Just across the way. They didn't have that there when we were, because it'd been hard getting us back on stage.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, we have got the others. Let's jump in here. We're gonna go ahead and get into this. This is live break, guys, and we'll welcome Bobby Joe and Caleb here in just a second. Here we go. That's the Perrys, and I know it was the blood saving me. You know what? That's kind of funny that song would come up here because Mark, you and I, we have sung that song together.
We have sung that song together.
and so that's one of my favorites that we got to sing together. And then we just made connection now on our Friday live experience with Bobby, Joe, and Caleb. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
It's good to see all of you. We were wondering how this was going to work because, Caleb, we were thinking that you might be joining us remote on the way to work. So we were kind of excited to see if we could actually fit 5 pictures into our frame, but you guys made it easy on us. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I am supposed to be heading to work right now. I'm supposed to give everybody at J&C Imaging at Cox South a little shout out. So
because they're covering for you because you're going to be late to work.
Exactly,
is that why?
that's right.
Well, thank you to everyone at J&C because we appreciate you letting Caleb be late this morning.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys, it's great to have you on with us here this morning. We've been enjoying following what God is doing with you. You've been in several area events, big ones down at Beacon Park in Harrison, Arkansas, just fresh off the park there at Silver Dollar City. You are so beloved in our community, and it's a joy to have you join us this morning and talk about your big concert tonight.
Thanks
for having us.
So who wants to do the lead on how this concert was formulated tonight? Who's Mark? I'm presuming, is it you or is it Lisa? Who's really calling the shots for the Mark Mathis family? Really,
you know that Lisa always is. And
we
she's back there, but she won't come on.
Well, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I mean, this is awful early. Bobby Joe was worried about it yesterday, having to get makeup and all that thing just to be on TV.
I've always told her she has a face for radio, so I don't know.
Oh, no.
Dave and I do. Dave and I do. For sure.
Hey, I got up and got my makeup on. I am not a morning person.
Well, appreciate the effort.
You.
All right. So, Mark, tell us what is going to be happening tonight. What time did the doors open? What time can people get a seat in the auditorium now at Crossway? And what do they expect?
Yeah, the concert starts at 6:30 tonight. The doors open at 6. And we're just so excited to have our friends for Calvary and the New Horizons and the friends that we've known down through the years. We've sung together, and we're just excited to bring them to our home church. And so we've moved the singing into the sanctuary at the church. And so we first started out in the kids zone area, but now it's going to be in the sanctuary. So everything's ready to go. Well, almost ready to go. We'll be 6 o'clock.
Well, it's good to give that sound man extraordinaire, Chris Rhodes, be able to make that big switch.
Yes, he's going to do great. He's excited about it. He's been talking to each group. So we're just thankful for his help and looking forward to seeing Max and Danny and Becky and you guys. So,
and each group has a very different flavor.
They do.
New Horizons, they've been doing this a long time, and they have a great jam. I know that Danny probably bring his saxophone, and they have a nice spirited set that they will bring for Calvary. We do our quartet thing, and then the Mark Mathis family. If there's one of the most under, how do I want to say this? Because you're certainly appreciated, but you don't get all the credit you deserve for the songs you have been putting out on radio.
Well,
it'd be hard to have KWFC if it wasn't for Mark Mathis writing songs.
Well, thank you for playing him. I really appreciate that.
It helps a bunch. So reset this. We're going to take a break. I got to say some thank yous to some people here. We'll come back with our conversation with the Mark Mathis family. A little bit of fun off the air too. We got a little game we're going to play with these guys. So join us on our Friday Live, YouTube, and Facebook. We're having a lot of fun visiting with the Mark Mathis family tonight. Concert starts at 6:30. Doors open at 6 at Crossway Baptist Church. Don't miss the Mark Mathis family concert. All right, you guys.
Sometimes I wonder if you remember that we're on air.
Not until Paula. You'll see Paula's eyes get real wide.
I'm like,
you've
been talking for 10 minutes. People want to hear music too.
It's true. It's a little true there. I'm going to set up this other song. You want to visit among yourselves for just a second.
Hey, Mark, what happens if you turn your phone sideways? You're the only one not sideways.
Well, I always like to be different.
Oh, okay.
That's true. It's true.
It is not. That's
own it.
Legit. Why don't we? You guys also sing Graveyard. Are you going to sing Graveyard in your set?
We are going to sing Graveyard. I think we are, aren't we, Caleb?
Yes.
Whatever you say.
Oh yeah.
Whatever Lisa says.
There you go.
That's what I heard. Whatever Lisa says. All right, we'll come out with Graveyard, and then maybe the next song out of our next break, we'll do The Turn. Wasn't that the one we got to vote? I mean, we'll do Upright Piano. I've got that one loaded too. We can do either one. But I appreciate you guys making the time. I know this isn't the most convenient time, especially with Caleb getting in trouble and maybe getting fired for this.
Oh boy, I hope not.
Hope not.
That'll be fine.
Well, but you have that music ministry to fall back on.
There you go, Mark.
Singing with the Mark Mathis family. That'd probably pick up the living.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you have a job for him if he gets fired?
I have a face for radio as well.
You have that going for you, buddy.
You don't have to be a certain height. I can stand on a crate. No one even knows.
That's the only problem is we do have a height requirement.
Man, I'm out.
You have to be tall enough to reach the microphone.
Hey, I do have a stool that I step on to get into my chair. So Caleb, I'll loan you my stool.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
So tell us some of the fun things you guys get to do. Obviously, we've rehearsed a couple of the big concerts and stuff you've done recent. What else you guys got going on? And it can be personal. It can be personal. Doesn't necessarily be what you guys are doing and singing.
You guys just had one get married.
Yes, our oldest daughter just got married in
That's
August.
crazy.
I know. I'm feeling a little old right now.
Nothing will make you feel older than one of your kids getting married. That is for sure.
Yeah.
And then Mike, the senior this year.
Micah is a senior this year. Yeah. And
the boys-
Pacer just started basketball.
Yeah.
And Bo's in 3rd grade, so they keep us pretty busy.
Mike is driving possibly tonight to Waynesville. So we're like, should we be old enough to drive to Waynesville?
Grandpa says no.
Yeah.
Grandpa says no.
I don't know. I'm still pondering that.
For a football game, she can drive up there for a football game on I-44.
I don't know. I hate that part of I-44. Are there any back roads you could make her take?
I don't know. I'm really nervous about it.
We lost him. We'll see
Mike had turned off their phone because she doesn't want him talking about it anymore.
We didn't catch all of that, Mark. We were talking over you.
I said the show just got sweeter.
Dave, I think you got to go let him back in the room.
Well, I'm going to say it shows like they're still there.
Hello, guys. Are you there?
We are. Can you see us and hear us, Mark?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got Bobby Joe is still in the room, but they're not in the camera for some reason. I'm not hearing or seeing them.
Button or something like
what I might do is I might just remove that and see if they come popping back in here. You know what though? If the kids can't do it, Mark, you've been doing this a lot longer without them.
But I need them. I need them. There they are.
There they are. That's what you get for mouthing your daughter.
I don't know who's running tech there at the Revis house. You might give them an assist. Can you guys hear us okay?
Can hear.
What did Bo do?
Is Bo running camera?
Caleb, we see your thumb.
Nothing?
Let's talk about
we can hear the dog.
Let's talk about writing music and what's next for Mark.
Yeah, well, we're coming out of graveyard, guys. So we'll set that up a little bit. We're having trouble with Bobby Joe and Caleb. We'll see if we can get that ironed out. But we got you, Mark. Let's talk about this song. Here we go.
All right.
That's Graveyard by Anthem Edition. That is a Mark Mathis original. You and we talked about that back during the choir CD and project.
I remember you guys playing the choir recording. Yep. Thank you. And now Anthem Edition is sending it out to radio, and it's doing great.
Yeah, no, we love it here and have gotten good comments. And this is the funny thing that Paula likes to brag on is that she gets to hear these songs months before we ever get them onto radio.
Yeah, she gets a little preview before they come out. We just sang it I guess a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
One of the things I miss about being out at Crossways every once in a while, just and not seldom, but kind of frequently, Mark will stand up and says, well, I was sitting at the piano this morning and I just kind of thought I'd write this song, and off we go into some beautiful song that God put on your heart and through your heart to your fingers, and out comes this beautiful music. I've got to sing several fun, great radio songs months before we ever heard them on the radio.
Well, I can't believe I get to do that, and I love writing. I love singing, and thanks for playing them.
It just comes out there. Bobby Joe, is it like, just can you really even appreciate what it was like growing up with that all your life?
I don't know any different really, so I think it's pretty amazing.
It's just dad.
It's just dad, yeah.
I would think, like for a guy like me who, totally appreciates not living in that all the time, that, I hear the song and I'm like, that's just amazing. And Bob's just like, just dad.
Yeah. No, I think he's pretty amazing, and he's written some amazing things. So
yeah, that's a good answer.
I'm one of his biggest fans.
That's a great answer. Caleb, any pressure on your end on that? With Mark's father-in-law?
Mark writes them, and I just try not to mess them up.
Hey, go ahead, Mark.
He adds sweet sauce to him.
Oh, sweet sauce.
Well, Caleb's phenomenally talented. We know that for a fact. He was our contest winner. How many years ago was that, Caleb? You won the KWFC talent contest.
2014, I believe. It was
10 years?
10 years ago.
No way.
We had Save Our City last week, and the band that was leading worship, we are
called.
We are called.
So they're telling me, said, we kind of think we've been in this room before. And then he said, I think we were here at a contest about 12 years ago. I said, yeah, my son-in-law won. He won that year. And they said, yeah, and he did Hide Thou Me.
Wow, they knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
I had already forgotten that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
No, I doubt me. That's true. Wow.
How about that? No, I'll never forget the contest of the songs. They're kind of all run by, but that was such a fun thing to do, and for Caleb to have won that was pretty special. So skills all over this place, songwriting and singing. It's a pleasure to have the Mark Mathis family on the air with us. We're doing the Friday Live if you want to catch the experience on Facebook and on YouTube. In fact, you want to join that here in the next minute or so because we're having a little bit of fun with the Mark Mathis family. The concert is tonight at Crossway. Doors open at 6. The concert starts at 6:30. It's the Mark Mathis family, New Horizons, and 4 Calvary Quartet all in one place. No ticket needed. A love offering for the Mark Mathis family concert tonight at Crossway. Join us on our Friday Live. All right, Paula has got some fun and games.
This is
For you guys.
Makes me a little nervous, Paula.
I'm the children's worker, so I bring the fun and
Yep.
games.
This is where I turn
Okay.
I turn my picture off, and I have nothing to do with this.
No, you stay on here because you're going to have some fun with this too. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you a question, and you point to the person who is the answer to that question. Okay.
So this is Mark.
Mark is up. Mark, do you know where Bobby, Joe, and Caleb are?
Is that Bobby?
Yep, that's Bobby,
And that's
and that's Caleb.
all right.
Okay, so are you ready?
That's good.
Don't
And
think.
this is Paula.
An acceptable
And
answer.
this is Dave.
An acceptable answer.
That's Dave, bro.
Okay, no, it's all for you three. Are you ready? Here we
Okay.
go. Who's the neat freak?
Mm.
Dad.
Mark.
Oh, they're all pointing up.
Yep, that's
Okay,
him.
who's probably going to be late?
Caleb.
Mm.
Are you kidding me?
Caleb.
It's
Who's
gonna be
always
Dad.
early?
Who's always early?
Dad.
Just because of Lisa, though.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the most concerned about food?
Mm.
Caleb, baby.
Yeah.
Caleb. Who's going to crack the first joke?
Caleb.
Who's going to mess up the lyrics?
Caleb.
It's pretty much consensus opinion so far. Funny.
Who's the best dancer?
Bobby.
I would think that. I know. I wouldn't think
No.
me. I would think one of the
Oh,
guys.
that's funny.
That's funny.
Who's going to fall asleep in the car?
Caleb.
Who's the best dressed?
Mm.
No, definitely Bobby.
I don't know.
It's not fair, though. She's a girl. She's always looks better.
He's always dressed
Oh,
up.
that's a good answer. And
Yep.
the correct answer is Lisa dresses all of you. So
Oh, yeah, that's true.
we do know that. Who
Those are
forgot
good
something?
Oh, Caleb.
Caleb.
Forgot
Oh, yeah.
something.
Yeah, totally. Caleb.
What does he usually forget? What are you usually forgetting?
Well, one time I forgot. At a scene, I forgot. Huh?
2 Stanley Cups in the last year.
Wow.
That's true.
Oh, wow. That's an expensive cost.
Wow.
Let me
Tell
tell
me
you
about
that
it.
at a New Road concert, one time I forgot my pants.
Oh,
Well, how do you forget those?
nice.
Don't you have to wear them in?
But yeah,
They don't let you in the church if you don't have them on.
I was like, well, I guess I'll wear jeans. We got Bo with us now.
Oh, hey, Bo. Good morning.
He just woke up.
Yep.
He
Okay.
came
All
in
of
here
us
and he's
have.
probably like, what is going on?
All of us.
Who has the best job?
Mm.
Me.
I don't know. We all have great jobs.
Yeah.
Who spills the drink?
Oh, Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah, then he forgets the cup. He leaves it behind.
Yeah.
Who gets lost?
Who gets
What?
lost?
Who gets lost?
Who's lost?
Me. It would be me.
Bobby.
Bobby. Well, this is obvious. Who writes the songs?
Oh, that's
Mark.
fine.
Yeah. Who can hit the highest note?
Caleb. Well, or Bobby maybe. Yeah.
It's definitely
If
Bobby
I
Joe.
don't know. I can hit like the highest note, but Caleb probably has like a bigger range than I do.
That was my. I had a curiosity about that because Caleb has a phenomenal range.
Yeah.
And it's not, in the music world, it's not embarrassing. Some men have incredibly high voices, and Caleb's got a great range.
He's like a girl.
He does seem like a girl. I've had someone ask me what it feels like to have a husband that can sing higher than me, and I'm like, what? He can't. He just has a higher range.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Dave Taylor
Hi, Dave.
and Paula.
Hey,
Hi,
good to see you, girl.
Stop
Man,
growing up.
who was that young woman?
Yeah, she's a young woman.
Yeah, she's heading to school.
Goodness.
I call all those kids when they leave the kids zone the defectors. You defected, and you won't come back.
They quit being kids.
No.
Crazy. You got any more fun questions for
I
these
don't
guys?
like it. Who can hit the lowest note?
Mark.
Dad, yep.
Dad hits the lowest.
Mark is a bass singer in hiding.
So we know the real
I don't
answer.
know about that, but
We know the real answer to this is Lisa. But besides Lisa, who gets it all organized?
yeah, Lisa, but it'd be Dad next.
Dad.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was fun.
That's pretty good rapid round. And I think most of the questions, it was pretty much a consensus. I mean, it was like everybody knew.
I don't know that I like the only question that was me was I get lost.
No, you got the best dressed, Bobby Joe.
You just
I
got
have a question for you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Who is the boss?
Dave.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me.
No, it's always Dave.
It's always Dave.
We'll talk later,
Yeah,
but it's Dave.
Don't pretend that she doesn't throw it around in here too. Don't let her fool you there.
That's awesome.
I don't boss. I just prod sometimes.
That is funny.
A gentle nudge in a specific direction.
There you go.
I let Debbie Taylor do all the bossing.
And
Did we just do the game live, or is it going to be live now?
No, we just did it live on our Friday Live and YouTube.
Okay.
And you can go back and watch it later if you want to share that with friends. No, seriously, you can share this whole video later.
I'm just curious of how it's going to turn out.
we might cut it up as a reel and just continue it to play over and over for everyone to see.
Now I've not been keeping up with the room and the comments in the room. Debbie, my Debbie, has come in and says, I remember the first time I heard I Cannot Be Silent.
Oh, I Cannot Be Silent.
That was one of our first experiences as members of then Broadway Baptist Church, and the choir was up there and saying, I think it was a CD concert.
It was.
And Tracy Livingston is the lead on that song.
Oh wow!
And it was, that was just a very, very big first impression for us of the strength of the music department there at then Broadway, now Crossway. It was a precious memory. Some
incredible talent. I think Mark just does a great job of harvesting that talent and utilizing it in a way to show. I mean, I know you can't get everybody on the stage, but my goodness, there's so much talent in that church. It's incredible. And I think we take it for granted sitting there every Sunday.
Oh, you do.
But then I go visit somewhere else. I'm like, oh, I want to go home. I like my church.
I promise you do. And then, of course, Mark's the leadership of it helps bring all of that together. Mark's been used of God to do some incredible things at Crossway with the songs you write and the collaborations you do and the CDs that you produce. How many choir CDs?
They're hearing us talk.
Oh, I think we have 3 CDs now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it off.
I had Bobby and Caleb's. You guys were live the whole time.
Oh man.
Well, I thought I hit the button. I didn't. That's okay. It's okay. It's live radio. People can appreciate that. We're playing The Turn right now, and we can go to the last few minutes of it and hear it together. Everybody on the Facebook and YouTube. But we'll come back and we'll talk about the CDs, and then we'll talk the concert again here on this last break. So let's listen in on this.
The turn is where I first met Christ. The turn is where I saw the light, and I left it all behind when I made that turn. And there I was made new again. That place is where it all began, and I'll never forget that day when I made the turn. Oh, I'll never forget that day I made the turn. Why don't you make the turn?
We'll take it out.
KWFC, that is the Mark Mathis family with the turn this morning.
Amazing.
They're joining us on our Friday live on Facebook and YouTube.
That was a song. Wasn't Mark there a few groups looking at picking that song up, recording and releasing that?
Yeah.
Even presently, yes.
Even presently. Well, I thought maybe, Caleb put a lot of pressure. Who's going to pick up the song and do better than Caleb?
Right?
Anyone doing better than Caleb?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's a great song. We get still got lots. In fact, the room is full of some comments, loving on the song. And I remember handing that CD to a few friends at National Quartet Convention not a few years ago.
Thank you so much for doing that too, and it did well on radio all across the United States.
Yeah, not just here. It was several stations picked that up. I love that for you guys. Let's remind everybody why we're gathered here this morning on this Friday live experience. YouTube and Facebook. If you want to join this, if you're just catching up with us, you can go back and watch the entirety of the morning show of this interview on a replay on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Mark Mathis Family, they are local favorites in this area. Been invited to some pretty special events. And none probably more special than the concert you're hosting tonight. Mark, why don't you tell us again all that's going on tonight?
So we have gospel singing tonight at Crossway Baptist Church, 6:30. And we have our friends for Calvary and New Horizons from Lebanon, Missouri. And, of course, our family. And it's just going to be a great night of gospel music. And we're looking forward to everybody coming and just having a great evening.
Going to be a lot of fun. Again, you don't have to have a ticket to get in. It's a love offering concert celebrating one of, the Ozarks' favorite families in gospel music, the Mark Mathis family and their friends. That's tonight at Crossway. Guys, thank you for getting up and having this fun time with us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been a lot of fun.
We'll see you here in a few hours for sound check, right?
Right. Yeah, we'll see you at sound check. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Mark, did you have one other thing you wanted to say here?
Well, thank you for having our family, and we really appreciate all you and Paula do and playing that music, good gospel music. AWFC, love you all. Thank you so much.
It is our joy. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Have fun, you guys. Thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Paula.
See, I told you it wasn't going to be awful, Bobby. She was nervous.
Too bad, yeah.
I think they were nervous what I would do to him. I'm like, I've never done anything
Because
mean.
they've been around you enough to know.
They kind of live life like you do. They don't know what's going to come out of my mouth next.
No. Every morning I have to pray up for this show every morning.
I was nervous what was going to come out of this guy's mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
As little as possible.
And it's all live. You guys, God bless you. Thank you for interrupting your morning, and we look forward to seeing you here in just a few hours for a big night.
All right.
Thanks so much, Dave.
See you
Bye,
guys.
Paula.
Bye.
Bye.
It's better not fresh.
All right. That's a fun